Hi, I'm Georgie, welcome back to my channel. So happy to have you here. Today we're going to be practicing stress set for the adrenals and kidneys. Now this is a Kundalini Yoga Kriya and it is designed to help give us the edge in life. So when we become exposed to stress and find ourselves in a long-term stressful situation, sometimes our adrenals can become fatigued. This is a condition you may have heard of called adrenal fatigue, and it's basically very similar to just being burnt out. So you may find yourself feeling tired, you may find yourself being snappy, perhaps your blood sugar levels are all over the place, perhaps your blood pressure becomes elevated, and this Kriya is going to basically just help gently massage and stimulate the adrenals and the kidneys for optimum function so that we can be our best selves. Now, if you want to go ahead and jump straight into the Kriya, check out the timestamps in the description box below. If you were interested in a little bit learning just a little bit more about how the adrenals and kidneys work to affect our health, then please keep watching. Essentially, the adrenal glands produce hormones. These hormones are responsible for your metabolism, your immune system, your blood pressure, and most importantly, your stress responses. They're activated by stress response, and then everything else is a knock-on effect from those. You have the outer part, which is producing the kind of essential to life hormones. So that will be cortisol. You've all heard of cortisol, the stress hormone. So cortisol is produced by the adrenals. So is aldosterone, which helps regulate your blood sugar levels. And then you have the inner part, which produces the kind of non-life essential ones, and that's where our adrenaline is produced. Now I have gone into more details about this on my blog, so again, head to the description box below and there will be a link for my blog post in there which explains a little bit more in detail how the adrenals work and how they affect and benefit our health. So for today's Kriya, we're going to do some sitting down postures, so you may want to get something to sit on, whether that's a cushion, some blocks, even some books. And then we have got some postures where you may want to use some blocks for a little bit of extra support. Other than that, get anything you need, you're going to get comfy. We do have a long relaxation at the end of this one. It's going to be an 11-minute relaxation. So grab yourself any thick, comfy layers or a blanket that you think you might need to help with the lowering body temperature. And I'll see you on the mat. We're going to start by taking 3 deep breaths with some arm sweeps to help bring us into the present moment. And as you sweep the arms up, I really want you to think about taking your hands through the pranic energy, the life force of the universe, before we capture it in prayer above our head and then bring it down, connecting at our heart center to the mystical powers around us, to the gifts and the life force that we're blessed to be in. We're going to follow that with chanting the Adi mantra, Om Namo Gurudev Namo, 3 times. Translates roughly to I bow to the divine wisdom, the divine guru within. And then we're going to begin our Kriya. So closing the eyes, bringing the fingertips to touch gently on the mat or the floor beside us. We're going to take a deep breath in. Again, imagining the life force around us sweeping through our fingers like our sand through the hand. Reaching the hands together in prayer above the heart, and then bringing that prayer and that life force down to the heart center as we exhale, thumbs touching the sternum, connection made. Again, inhale, sweeping the arms up. Exhale, bringing that prayer to heart center. Last one, sweeping the arms up. And exhale. Heart center, leaving the thumbs touching the sternum, arms parallel to the floor. We're going to begin chanting the Adi mantra. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev. Gently opening the eyes, ready for the first posture. For our first posture, we're going to take Lotus Mudra, bringing the thumb and the pinky finger, our baby finger together, creating a cup by spreading the rest of our fingers wide, and we're going to bring that to the heart center. And as we inhale, we're going to take our arms out, parallel to the floor, fingers facing up, palms facing away from us, and we exhale, we're going to come back to that mudra. And we're going to take this with in time with the breath, this long, slow, deep breath. So when you're ready, closing the eyes, inhaling the arms out, exhale, lotus mudra. Inhaling arms out, exhale, lotus mudra. Lotus mudra is associated with Anahata, our heart chakra. And by placing our hands in this gesture, we're kind of creating a receptacle in front of our heart for the gifts, the power and the potential of the universe. This mudra helps calm the body and the mind, and it helps with our digestive functions and helps to purify the body. Inhale, holding the arms out, holding the breath, holding the posture. Exhale, bring the hands back to Lotus Mudra. And releasing the hands back to the tops of the thighs. Before we come to Pinky Heart Promise, so taking our baby fingers, our pinky fingers, and we're going to interlock them, and then bringing them down to the heart center. We're going to curl our fingers into pads with our thumbs pointing up, and we're going to pull them apart from each other. So you should feel a stretch across the back of the shoulders. I'm going to take breath of fire here. So we're going to close the eyes. We're going to take short, sharp exhales through the nose. As you pull those pinky fingers away from each other, observe that stretch that you're creating across the back and across the back of the body. The kidneys, the adrenals, they line that back part of the body, so we're just helping to open that up, stretch that out, give them some space. And then also doing breath of fire. So breath of fire activates the deepest regions of our lungs. It really helps just force out any of that stagnant air that gets trapped in the bottom of our lungs. It's strengthening our nervous system. We're increasing our resistance to stress. So as we discussed, the adrenal glands are responsible for our stress hormones and our stress reactions, energizing our blood and our brain by just flooding in these short bursts of real deep, rich oxygen. Keep pulling those fingers apart. Keep the pressure along the back of the shoulders. Taking a deep breath, really pull, pull, pull. And exhale, releasing the hands to the tops of the knees. We're going to keep with that breath of fire, that short, sharp exhale, except this one we're going to take it out through the mouth in cannon breath. So we're going to create an O shape with the mouth. We're going to try to keep the cheeks as still as possible. Keep placing the hands wherever it feels comfortable, closing the eyes. Remembering not to take an inhale. It's a forceful exhale and the body will naturally breathe in. And then of course we're helping to boost our immune system. We're preventing illness, disease, and then lastly we're helping to just provide better focus for our minds. So keep breathing, keep doing that breath of fire. Applying it through the mouth, we're strengthening that parasympathetic nervous system. Okay, so this is helping to detox the liver, and again it's supporting our digestion, which is really helpful to just help the body itself be under less stress and less pressure, so that it's better able to recover from the external stress in the world. Breathing in deeply through the nose. And then exhaling through the nose. Place the back of our left hand against the bottom rib, just here. Take the right arm out in front of us, and we're going to bring the fingers back towards the head, about 60 degrees. So roughly that position. And then we're going to have the arm out in front of us, and we're going to chant ha, making sure that on the R sound, our tongue hits the roof of our mouth. We're going to do this with our eyes open, staring off into infinity beyond. Hut, 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 hut. as you chant hut, draw the navel back to the belly button, or the belly button back to the spine, like we did with our breath of fire. Hut, 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 hut. As we chant hut, we're invoking the creative infinite potential of the universe. Hut translates to creative infinity, and we're just invoking that through this mantra. And we're attracting abundance and positive energy into our lives. This helps bring balance when life is feeling really chaotic. Again, just helping us just to support ourselves as we deal with stress in the external world. Inhale, holding the breath, hold the posture. Exhale, release the hands to the tops of the thighs. Body drops. Now, if you can, bring yourself into full lotus, which is tops of both feet on the thighs. Now, we haven't done any kind of warm up for this though, so this is a lot to ask of the body. So if half lotus is comfortable for you, but you just bring one leg up to the thigh and leave the other one on the floor, that's absolutely fine. Just make sure you swap over part way through so that you're doing the same on both sides of the body. Here, however, even that is difficult, which is completely understandable. Like I said, we've done no warm up for this. Just bring yourself into a comfortable cross-legged position, and you may want to get some blocks for this one and place your hands on blocks just to give you more height, because what we want to do with body drops is we want to lift our bum up off the floor and then drop it down, like so. Now, it's not the easiest thing to do, so just keep going. Like I say, if you want to, place blocks to give you some extra height, but you want to feel the impact, feel the vibration. Body drops are fantastic for our digestion. We have meridians which run along the seat bones, and by stimulating them with this pressure, we're not only stimulating our digestion, we're releasing stress, but we're also activating our root chakra. So our root chakra is responsible for our feelings of safety, our feelings of security. So these things, when they come under threat, like they can do in our modern lives, then our whole system is going to go into stress physically and energetically. So by stimulating that root chakra, we're just supporting ourselves to feel strong energetically. Inhale, holding the breath, and exhale, releasing the hands to the tops of the thighs. Placing the left hand on the solar plexus, so that gap where the rib cage meets. Right hand on the top. We're going to take a gentle neck block, which is like your shock. So you tuck your head down just a little bit and back just a little bit, so you feel a little bit of length and opening along the back of the neck. And we're going to take long, deep breathing here. We're going to take a powerful, long, deep breathing. So breathing in. Almost like Ujjayi breath. But you want to inhale, releasing the belly first, and then the chest rises to take in as much air as you can, then softening the chest and drawing the belly button back to the spine. So as you keep breathing with these long, powerful, deep breaths, make sure that you're following the rhythm of the body so that you're taking in as much air as you can. Halfway there. Stimulating our solar plexus, our third chakra, Manipura. So it's our inner fire, it's our determination, it's our willpower, it's our discipline, and we need these things in order to combat stress. But it's important to have it in balance, because if it's not in balance, then we can start going into overdrive. Inhale, holding the breath, holding the posture. And then exhaling as you release the hands back to the tops of the knees. We're going to come to forward rows. So we're going to bring our leg out in front of us. We're going to keep our feet flat, so our toes are pointing towards our face. We're going to curl our hands into fists. We're going to keep our thumbs up and our arms parallel, engaging the core. We're going to inhale, come forward, exhale, back. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. Thumbs point up, you're stimulating the liver meridian with the thumbs, and then you're just working through activating the back as well as the front, all of the organs on the inside. Keeping the arms up, parallel to the floor. Try and keep the back straight. Last few seconds, try to take as much as you can. Inhale, sitting up, holding the breath, holding the posture. Exhale, releasing the hands down. Maybe giving your legs a gentle pat, giving your shoulders a gentle roll. And then making our way into our next posture. Coming on top of that, we're going to bring our heels as close towards our buttocks as we can. If you can grab hold of the heels, even better. If you can't grab hold of the heels or the ankles, that's fine, not to worry. As we inhale, we're going to just lift the pelvis up to the sky, and as we exhale, lower down. Closing the eyes, and just observing the sensation as we gently roll the pelvis off, lifting the mid back, all the way up to, so we're just leaving our shoulders on the mat, and then as we exhale, reversing that sensation. Now your awareness to shift to the sensation. If we're feeling adrenal fatigue, if our adrenals are feeling burnt out, then we can feel really low in energy. So this is just a real nice boost, but it can also stimulate your thyroid. Your thyroid is also associated with your metabolism, as are your adrenals. So again, we're just getting the body to work in conjunction with each other, just to help it support its own healing. If you're feeling any tension in the ovaries, if you have any tension in the low back, this can just help release any of that tension, just so things can just flow, and the energy is able to move from that low spine all the way up to the crown, just helping feeling balanced and supported through the chakras. And then on the last one, inhale, lift the pelvis up, holding the breath, hold the posture. And as we exhale, gently go down, releasing the legs out in front of us. Coming onto our front, we're going to take a modified cat-cow. So we're going to start with the left leg first, so taking that out behind us, and then as we inhale, we're going to extend the leg, and as we exhale, tucking the knee. Inhale, and exhale. As you lift the leg, lift the head, look up to the sky, allow the belly to drop, exhaling, tucking the knee, tucking the head. This modified cat-cow, we're continuing to just gently massage those internal organs. So the adrenals and kidneys are at the back. So as we come into that modified cow pose with our leg coming up, we're creating tension. So if we can, if possible, lift that neck up. We're creating tension in the low back so that we come into that super arched cat pose, bringing our knee towards our chest. Then we're helping just really open up the area that we just created that tension, creating that gentle massage for our internal organs along the back of the spine. It's also going to work on your posture and your balance, strengthening and stretching the spine and the neck for overall health, as well as opening the hips, the abdomen, the back. So this is a really fantastic posture for all-round health. Inhaling, holding the breath, holding the posture, drawing the shoulders down the back, and exhale, releasing the left leg. We're going to take it over to the right hand side, now taking the right leg out behind you. Inhaling, lifting the leg, lifting the head,
arching everything, looking to the belly button, drawing the belly button to the spine, and bringing the knee towards the chest. Inhale out, exhale tuck. Halfway there. Keep going. Last one. Inhale, lifting the leg, lifting the head. Exhale, dropping the knees. We're just going to come into a child's pose for a moment. Relaxing the tension from the hips. Before making our way into kidney stretch. From our child's pose, we want to tuck our knees against the chins, and we want to place the hands together in prayer, placing the hands on the ground with the thumbs up. And if possible, we're going to keep the head up, and as we inhale, we're going to try to reach forward, and exhale, come back. Inhaling forward, and exhaling back.
It's really important to remember that this is a small movement. We want to keep the chin up as much as possible, similar to our modified cat-cow, so that we're creating tension in that low back, just to make that stretch even more significant, even though it is a small movement for maximum effect.
Inhale, reaching forward, holding the breath, holding the posture, feeling that stretch. As we exhale, release the arms back behind us, placing the forehead down to the ground. Maybe just take a gentle rock from side to side. From here, we're going to make our way onto our back again. I'm going to take some back rolls now. So, tucking the knees into the chest, making sure you've got plenty of room around you. You may find you go wandering on this one. We're going to bring the toes off the ground, and as we exhale, we're going to roll back. And then you've got the option to roll all the way back up to engage the core, or you could just take some smaller ones, just using the momentum. So it's up to you whether you take a full one, a full roll, try not to put your toes on the ground, or you just keep that. Might find it a little harder actually, just to stay in one place. But just keep going in whichever rock you choose.
Back rolls are fantastic for improving circulation and gently massaging not just the spine but the internal organs that run along the spine where our adrenals and our kidneys live. And it's going to help relax the spine, but also you have the option to take it a little bit further and turn it into a gentle core exercise as well. So you're continuing to work the Manipura, our third chakra, our solar plexus, for our strength and our discipline, but at the same time relaxing and gently nourishing yourself.
Inhaling to the top of your roll, Exhaling, coming onto your back. And we're going to make our way now into our deep relaxation. So now's the opportunity to grab any blankets, any cushions, any layers such as socks or jumpers that you're going to need to get yourself for maximum comfortness. Because like I said, this is going to be a long one. We're going to be in deep relaxation for 11 minutes. So I'll see you in just a moment.
Deep relaxation is important at the end of any practice, particularly this one, because we have so much assimilation to make. Our body has been worked in a different way, and we've been working with hormones and chemicals and releasing things, and this just gives the body a chance to adapt to the changes that we've been trying to make through this practice. We're also calming our central nervous system, which aids in the digestive and immune system, some things which are intrinsically linked to our adrenals. We're calming the mind and reducing stress, which is essential for helping us get out of this state of burnout that we may have found ourselves in. We're reducing headaches and fatigue and anxiety, again, all things associated with adrenal fatigue, lowering that blood pressure that may have heightened through the improper dispersal of chemicals from our adrenals. And then lastly, it's promoting a spiritual awakening and a higher awareness of consciousness, which is the whole point of yoga. So as you drift into this deep relaxation, think of the benefits that you have given to yourself. The quality of the breath. On your next inhale, I want you to take your awareness now down towards your feet. Your toes, the soles of your feet, your ankles. And as you exhale, tell them to release. Working your way up the leg. On your next inhale, bringing your awareness to your calves, your knees, your shins, perhaps to the point where they make contact with the mat. Exhale, tell them to release. Inhale, bringing your awareness now to the backs of the thighs, the front of the thighs, the hips and the seat bones. As you exhale, tell them to release. Inhale to your hips, your lower back and your belly. And as you exhale, allow to release. Inhaling into the chest. The back of the chest across the shoulders. And as you exhale, tell them to release. Feel them soften as the tension goes. Inhale, bringing your awareness to your fingers, the palms of your hands and your wrists. And exhale as you tell them to release. Inhaling into your arms, your elbows, your forearms. Your triceps and your biceps. And as you exhale, allow the entire length of the arms to relax. From shoulder socket to fingertip.
into the back of the neck, the back of the head, and all of the muscles in the face, the crease between your brows, the bite of your jawbone, maybe the tension on the tops of the cheeks and around the eyes. And as you exhale, allow the last of the tension to release, the muscles to soften, to flatten. Allow your jaw to loosen. Your forehead to smoothen. And the next inhale, bring your awareness to your entire body, from tips of the toes to the crown of the head, all the way out to the ends of the fingers. And on your next exhale, imagine the body in its entirety releasing the tension, surrendering, feeling completely supported by the ground beneath you. Continue breathing now, softly and gently. stretch. Exhale as you bring the arms round, grabbing hold of the knees, and this I'm going to rock forward or backwards. Gently waking up the spine, coming up to a comfortable seated position. We're going to end our practice together the same way that we began, with 3 arm sweeps, and this time we're going to chant Satnam. And Satnam translates to truth is my identity, so it's just an opportunity to close our practice with that connection to our higher selves. So inhale, sweeping the arms up through the ether, through the prana of the universe, and exhaling, bringing that prana to your heart center. Inhale, sweeping the arms up. Exhale the heart center. Last one, inhale, sweeping the arms up. Exhaling the heart center. Keeping the thumbs touching the sternum, gentle pressure as we keep our forearms parallel to the floor. Deep breath. Sat Nam. Bring your thumbs to the third eye. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Bring your hands back to your heart. Take a moment to think of something that you're truly grateful for. And then when you're ready, taking that gratitude, taking that thanks down into Mother Earth. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more yoga, meditation and wellness videos. And I'm also over on Instagram at Georgie_May_. So head there for more yoga, meditation and wellness content, as well as a little bit of my real life. Thank you so much for practicing again, and I'll see you next time.